this topic of snitching.
Right.
Somebody who grew up out here on the West Coast, grew up in projects in Southeast San Diego, I was always taught, you don't say nothing.
At all.
I've seen a lot in my life, and they just say don't speak on it. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, you don't speak on it. Me personally in my life, I've never called the police about anything.
Right.
First of all, they not my friends in my community.
Exactly.
I don't care what I've witnessed. Murders, I witnessed shootings, I witnessed robberies, I witnessed so much, but I would never, ever think to alert the authorities. Now, that's a whole different, some people are watching this and like, what? That's a crazy concept. But in our community, snitching is the biggest no-no. From the ideas of snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
The idea just like we had a whole campaign, stop snitching. But then on the other hand, when in our community, and it's a paradigm shift, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with young people, women, everything from rape to molestation to accusations, things that we don't know are true, not true. And so we're in this place in this time where we don't really know what to talk about. Then on one hand, we got things, the media is so crazy that people online, social media, talking about stuff and sharing their opinion that have nothing to do with it. And so even as we sit here and have a conversation, I'm pretty sure many things are going to come up. And the last thing I would ever want is be like, oh, they just up there dry snitching. They just up there giving the game away. On the code of snitching, or the code of being able to be solid and stay solid and have conversations, one, where did this topic of not snitching come from? And then how do we operate within it?
I mean, the topic of not snitching is really kind of like, it's not nothing new. It's like, you know, people been committing crimes and doing things forever. The way we see, let me talk about, just refer to the gang culture, because that's what populates now, popular music, hip hop. In the gang culture is not new. Right. The way we do it on the West Coast is new. It's relatively 50 years old at the most. 50, 60 years old at the most with the big homies. Right. But going back to being loyal is an original term. That comes from the caveman. Right. That comes from not stealing my rock, you don't steal my ball. That's an original term. And then don't do something and go tell on it. So it's crazy. I had this conversation the other day, and I was talking to this young man, and I was telling him that it's a difference. If you have somebody who goes and because they break it in houses now, and it's like a big thing. Right. But you break in my house and you steal stuff from my house. And this is an older lady, and she has no way of defending herself. She don't have no sons to address the issue. But you took advantage of an older person. Right. One, you didn't even go take it. You broke in the house and you stole it from her. Right. So I'm not going to say she a snitch. Right. You know what I mean? Because she defended her property the only way she has the ability to do it. Right, right. Now, if me and you go commit a crime. Right. And I tell anything about that, right, then that's snitching. Right, right. You know what I mean? If we in affiliation, or even if I'm not a part of your crime, right, and I know you did that crime, that's snitching. Right. If I go on the Instagram and I'm reposting a crime that somebody did, that is snitching. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's different levels to this shit, but it's all the same thing. Right. A woman who can't defend herself. Right. That's not snitching, you know what I'm saying? Then I was looking at the R. Kelly situation, right? Right. That's what's really popular. Yeah, because that's even a lot of cats is coming out when other things are coming out. Like, oh, why you snitching? Why you getting involved in that business? They ain't got nothing to do with you. You know, I mean, I look at different media platforms. If you're trying to build a media platform, you have a right to discuss all of that. Because then that would be saying, oh, ABC could talk about it, NBC could talk about it. But we can't talk about it. But we can't talk about it. That don't make no sense. Right. I mean, we're creating your own platform. It's a blog. You're doing whatever you're doing. You should talk about all the relevant issues. Right. And we should be able to talk about the relevant issues in our community. Right, absolutely. That's very important that we talk about those, because we need to put our own spin on it.